Hey everybody! Hey everybody! Stop pinching me! Hey everybody! Why are you pinching me?
'Cause you're not wearing green and it's almost St. Patrick's Day.
Will you stop if I wear green?
Yeah.
Okay. Better?
Yeah, well, now since you're wearing green,
let's learn about St. Patrick's Day!
Bring out your green. St. Patrick's Day is celebrated on March 17th. It is celebrated with huge parades, good luck charms, and everything green.
The event began as a religious holiday, but over the years, it's become a celebration of Irish culture.
And it's also my dad's birthday. Subscribe. It's going to be an awesome birthday present.
Saint Patrick is the patron saint of Ireland.
A patron saint is a holy person in which the Catholic Church believes watches over and protects people of a certain place.
Saint Patrick might be the patron saint of Ireland, but he didn't always live in just Ireland. Saint Patrick is also the patron saint of Nigeria. He was born in a village in Roman Britain in a Christian family. He was the son of Calpurnius, who was a deacon at the church.
When he was just 16 years old, he was captured and sold into slavery.
Saint Patrick spent 6 years there working as a shepherd, and during this time was when he found God.
Eventually, he escaped. He then returned to Britain and became a priest.
However, he then decided to return to Ireland. He did this because he had a dream in which an angel told him he must convert the Irish to Christianity.
According to the legend, Patrick returned to Ireland and started to convert the pagan Irish to Christianity. The legend says Patrick spent many years evangelizing the northern half of Ireland and converted thousands. Patrick's efforts against the Druids were eventually turned into a legend, in which he drove the quote-unquote snakes out of Ireland. But Ireland never had any snakes, as we'll find out soon.
Tradition says that he died on March 17th. He was buried at Patrick.
Over the following centuries, many legends grew, and Patrick became Ireland's foremost saint.
So how do people celebrate St. Patrick's Day?
There are a number of traditions and ways to celebrate this day.
St. Patrick's Day is formally celebrated as a religious holiday by the Catholic Church. People in Ireland and other areas of the world attend church services to celebrate. Many people still celebrate it this way. It is a public holiday in Ireland and celebrated by Irish people all around the world. And many non-Irish join in the celebrations in many different places, especially in the United States.
There are also lots of festivals and parades on March 17th to celebrate this Irish culture.
Most major cities have some sort of St. Patrick's Day parade.
The first St. Patrick's Day parade was held on March 17, 1762 in New York City. Over time, it's become one of the world's largest St. Patrick's Day parades.
However, some celebrations started even earlier than that. In 1737, the Feast of St. Patrick was first celebrated in the United States by Irish immigrants in Boston. The first St. Patrick's Day parade in Ireland was held in Waterford in 1903. In the beginning, it was a 3-day-long celebration, but now it's a 5-day celebration.
New York City has one of the biggest parades. It is a very Irish festival, and it involves a lot of feasting and celebrations.
In Chicago, they celebrate by dyeing their Chicago River green each year.
We will talk more about how other places in the world celebrate St. Patrick's Day a little later in this video.
One of the main ways to celebrate St. Patrick is to wear green.
Green is the main color and symbol of the day. It is also the national color of Ireland.
People not only wear green, but they dye their food green.
People eat all different types of green foods like green hot dogs, green cookies, green bread, and even green drinks. Other fun traditions of the holiday include the shamrock, a three-leafed clover plant. 3 is Ireland's magic number, and the 3 leaves that make up the shamrock are supposed to bring good luck. They also represent the Holy Trinity in the Christian religion. The shamrock was worn as a badge on the lapel.
Another tradition is playing Irish music with bagpipes, eating corned beef, and cabbage, as well as leprechauns.
Leprechauns are actually one reason you're supposed to wear green on St. Patrick's Day, or risk getting pinched. That's why Quinn was pinching me. The tradition is tied to folklore that says wearing green makes you invisible to leprechauns, which like to pinch anyone they see.
The leprechaun is actually a small Irish fairy. He is dressed like a shoemaker, with pointed shoes and a hat. He also wears a leather apron. Leprechauns are supposed to be unfriendly, tiny men who live by themselves in the forest. They spend all of their time making shoes and guarding their treasures of gold.
Let's also bust up some old myths about St. Patrick's Day.
Let's take a look at Ireland. Ireland is an island. As well, it has green, leafy trees and grassy hills. It also means that Ireland is sometimes called the Emerald Isle.
But did you know that the color that people originally associated with St. Patrick was blue? There were even some ancient Irish flags that used this color.
Green was actually introduced to St. Patrick's Day festivities in the 18th century when the shamrock became the national symbol. Because of the shamrock's popularity and Ireland's green landscape, the color stuck to the holiday. And like we mentioned before, green is also the color that leprechauns like to dress in. Well, today at least. But did you know that there are tales about leprechauns that date back to before green was in? The leprechauns were first described as wearing red. And you'll many times see the 4-leaf clover for St. Patrick's Day. However, according to legend, Patrick used a 3-leaf clover or a shamrock as part of his teachings. And even though it is possible for a shamrock to grow a 4th leaf, a 4-leaf clover is basically considered a symbol of good luck. It's common to mistake and confuse a 4-leaf clover and a shamrock. The 4-leaf clover is considered lucky because generally they're very hard to find.
There is a legend that during the time of St. Patrick, there were many snakes, but he chased them all into the Irish Sea. The truth is, these creatures never actually lived in the country. In fact, many animals found throughout Europe and North America don't live on this island of Ireland. The ocean keeps them all away.
St. Patrick's Day parades in Ireland date back to the late 19th century. Because of the importance of the day, in Dublin, the celebrations have been extended to a week-long event called the St. Patrick's Day Festival. This started in 1996. The celebration includes a spectacular fireworks display called Skyfest, open-air music, street theater, and the traditional St. Patrick's Day parade.
The first St. Patrick's Day in the world took place in New York City on March 17, 1762. It took place when Irish soldiers serving in the British military marched through the city. Since then, the New York St. Patrick's Day Parade has become the largest St. Patrick's Day parade in the world.
Hey, did you like this video?
Hey, did you learn something new?
Then don't forget to
Sub and smash that like button,
and we'll see you on the next
Hey, guess what? Have a great St. Patrick's Day.
and have a very, very, very good birthday, Daddy.
Boom!